Hello, 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 hello. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's chilling. Hope everyone's jamming. Hope everyone's smiling. Hope everyone's buzzing. It's me, Noobie Curls, and I haven't been filming anything, or I've had ideas and I've basically not done anything. And the reason for that is because the UK has had amazing, amazing weather. You've had like 28, 29, 30-degree weather. It's absolutely baking here. I was like, do you know what? I'm enjoying Friday. I'm enjoying Saturday. I'm going to be enjoying Sunday. I had a couple of videos out that I wanted to put out, but I was like, do you know what? The um, the allure of having great weather, and we only have it 4 times in a year. So I was just enjoying a lot of the weather, a lot of like smoking shisha, which if you guys don't know is like hookah. If you don't know what that is, then just Google it up and stuff like that. But smoking shisha with friends. There was like international football going on. The Premier League's coming back this weekend. I can't wait. Weekends are always crap, but obviously we had great weather, so it's been a win-win for me. So I was really been thinking about I've been playing this game for about 30 days now, yeah. And if we actually look at it here, we've got it on my daily login rewards. I'm going to be picking up my day 34 rewards. I'm basically paid for 33 days. So I'm going to do like a 30-day review on Raid. Um, to preface what I'm about to say is nothing that I say is thoughtful. I don't really ever look into what I'm going to say in these videos. It's all from the heart, from the mind. I don't know what I'm going to say next. In all honesty, um, I thought about making a plan for these videos, and in all honesty, I don't want to. I just want the raw emotions of my day to day, or like every couple of days, whatever. And I'm trying to do like a video a day, but like I said, with the weather being so amazing, there's just absolutely like no chance I'm going to do that. However, this video is going to be about my 30-day experience as a brand new newbie into Raid, and then an overview of the actual account. I'll probably blend them both together, and let's just see how it actually turns out, I suppose. So, um, level 48. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing after 33 days of playing, but that's where I'm at this present moment. What are my initial thoughts of Raid as a game? Um, I, when I played it, it looked quite simple. You get a champion, you level it, you get other champions to level it, and then you get other champions to level it. That's simple as it goes. A lot of my time on Raid was enjoyable within the first like 20, 30 days of playing. Over the last couple of days, though, I'm looking at it going, I don't know whether I'm progressing or not. And then it got me to me thinking that what is progression in a game like Raid? Is it that you go through the missions and get this lovely lady called Arbiter? Um, and from my research, Arbiter is someone who is like the most go-to speedster within the actual game up to a certain point, and I think there might be better champions. I'm not sure. Let me know if that's not right. Yeah, and the reason why is because she pulls out a weaken. She attacks all enemies, but then decrease their enemy buffs, increases attack, fills everyone's turn meter, and heals everyone, and then revives people as well. So all in one, you have like an apothecary, you have a diabolis, you have a Sandlash survivor mini, kind of like as in decreasing the enemy buffs. Although Sandlash can do a little bit better, like she can decrease and increase yours, and then block buffs on her. You have a weaken as well, and then you have a reviver. So is progression in this game on how quickly you can get to Arbiter, because that's what my mission is just to do missions and getting as many champions as level 60. So I was enjoying the game when I first started playing. I still am. And then like as I'm going through the rigmaroles of it, it's almost like, well, I can't do a fusion yet. So is I know it's only 30 days, but should I already be there? My clan boss is I'm not even one keying hard just yet. So if I look at it here, Demon Lord, I've still got my 2 keys from today, which is absolutely brilliant. My clan is absolutely brilliant in terms of like they will smash out nightmare, smash out easy and normal, smash out hard just to help us out and stuff. Um, so is my progression that I'm not getting to a wonky Guardian? But I don't know. One thing I do know is I'm really enjoying the actual game and enjoying finding artifacts for each of the champion. Although the artifact stuff is probably my hated part of the actual game. So, um, in a little bit of a nutshell, even though I just started the video, I love the aesthetics of the game. So let's do a battle here. Everyone looks good, and let's just start it while I talk, right? So I like the aesthetics of the game. I love the fact that different dungeons have different kind of bosses who do different things. It makes you actually think about, should I keep this champion? Should I not keep? Are they going to benefit me? Are they not going to benefit me? And that's the challenge: is which champions do I actually keep and which ones do I get rid of? Do I keep majority of them because the account's new? Do I get rid of them because I can get a 6-star 60 champion? It's a bit of a headache in essence, yeah. And I think what I've decided to do within my first 30 days of actually playing raid is that um all of the champions that I get are going to get leveled up regardless anyway. So what I mean by that is, if I've got a drop of a champion from campaign, like a Diabolis or a Valerie, etc., can I feed them into a copy that I've already got? So I save my books. That's fine. Um, if it's a champion that I pull from a shard, for example, like my mystery shards, if I pull a rare from there, instead of feeding that champion, I'm leveling it up to 30 and then taking it to 4-star, and either a 4-star chicken or leveling it up to level 40 and becomes a 5-star champion. So um, I'm not trying to waste any kind of resources, etc. So what actually ends up happening is I have a lot of these champions, and then these champions I'm like leveling up. They're doing stuff while I'm in campaign mode, going, oh, I could actually use that. So it's figuring out whether I should keep them or not. And sometimes, like, you go to like Helady's website or I Only Love website and stuff like that, and there's people like people are saying like, it's a crap champion, not a good champion. But then you go into YouTube and you're like, oh, this champion really did well for me. They're really good for faction wars. And then you look at it and go, should I then keep the champions for faction wars? Do I want to complete faction wars this early on, or do I just continue to get my champions to 6-star champions, which is what the fundamental of the game is? So what I decided very early on is the only thing I care about is 6-star champions. That's it, and my mission progress. I don't care about the dungeons. I don't care about all the other stuff, because one thing I've learned about this game, and I definitely have done it over the last couple of days, is this game can pull you from different places. Like, oh, try this and try that and try this, and next minute, you're just wasting energy trying to have a comp, yeah, having a comp that you might not even use, and you just like, you kind of like, I feel like stagnated in where you're at. So my kind of idea is, I just want as many 60-star champions. But who do I level up? Who do I level up? So one of the rules that I made for myself was, I won't pull shards unless it's a times 2 event. If I've got 36 ancient shards, then 35 is my limit, and I'll only pull one ancient. If I get any more than that, then I'll pull that. But 35 is obviously there. So I did it like with my ancients. Like, I got up to 5, and then I think I had 7. I pulled 2 because it was time 2 event, and then like there was nothing on, so I saved my shards, got to 12, pulled it down to 10 when there was like some sort of like event going on, whatever. And then I got to like 25, and I left it as that. And then there was like a buy one get one free kind of legendary, and I had like 27 shards. I pulled 2, and I bought some with gems, so I pulled those 3, and not the 10, the 3. And then I found one in Ice Golem, and I pulled that, etc. And so I'm having fun pulling shards only if there's a value of doing it. I'm not pulling willy-nilly. And what that then does, it allows me to do this, where I've got all of these champions leveled up to like 4-star, and these are all chickens not all of them, obviously. So you're looking at one like 1 5. I don't need her because I've got a pot now, so that's a chicken there. That's 1 star, sorry, 1 5 star. Eventually, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ish, right? Ish. And I'm having fun because now I'm on 360s and I've got Norma, who I pulled, which she's gonna be my next 6 star champion. Then it's gonna be Yoshi based on his burns and stuff like that, and he's gonna be helpful in arena as well. So I'm having fun with 6 star champions. I'm having fun with missions, but the game can really pull you. Um, it is very time consuming. I have to say, very very time consuming. Like this game can um I spend about 2 hours a day on this game, but I can see why people can pay up to like 6 hour plus and then want to buy stuff because this game really knows how to reward you for um, doing things correctly. But what is correct? Do you know what I mean? What is actually the correct stuff? I don't know. I don't know what correct is. But what I do know is I'm enjoying my time. The thing is though, over the last 24 hours though, I'm feeling a bit of a lull because now I'm going, I have to wait a little bit. I'm not getting the right artifacts. Talking about artifacts, yeah. The problem with artifacts is in order to progress, you need better stats all the way here, better stats for your um, champions. If you get better stats, you can progress a little bit more into actual dungeons. But when you don't get the right artifact, then you're like, do I still put crappy artifacts, and then when I find it, replace it? Then that all that silver costing and all that kind of stuff is, it's just it's frustrating as a free to play player. It's frustrating because you're just like, when do I see the progress? Until you pull a god tier kind of like epic or legendary kind of 5 star piece. And I've been paying for 30 days, and I think 4 star now for this account isn't great. I want 5 star, 6 star, and so then you're like, what do I farm? Do I continue campaign? Do I farm like dungeons? It's frustrating, man. Like I give an example. Like Norma is someone that I really want to build out, right? And she needs accuracy to do her job. So when I look into let's say the first three, right? When I look into my accuracy gear, it's like the rolls aren't the greatest, but then I need silver to roll things up again. Um, but do I want sets? Do I want stats? I really want her to survive. This went on crit rate or accuracy. This went on to one accuracy, one attack. Um, this went to accuracy and speed. This is probably a good piece for her. But then I'm not finding the right artifacts for her. But then I go into dungeons, and the thing about dungeons is that you get like different types of artifacts, and you don't always get your lifesteal, and you're just like, oh. And so then you then go, okay, I want increase of artifacts, perception gear, because you get the higher accuracy there. But I want the 5 to 6 star stuff. But in order to get the 5 to 6 star stuff, I need to go into faction wars. But in order for me to go into faction wars, I need champions that can actually do the job. And I've only got Diabolus, which is support champion. Do I then build out a common and a rare, or what do I do? Knight Reverence, right? I've got Norma, but not built. Do I build it in crappy gear to progress and then destroy it? There's basically a lot of thinking in this game. And as a newbie, you don't really know what the right thing to do is, in all honesty. And so then you have to then go out and learn, and then you got other content creators, etc. So I think, personally, 30 days in, 3 6 stars, about to be 5 6 stars, I think, in the next week or so. Um, but yeah, I think it's the time consuming, the frustration of not getting what you want there and then. But then what is progression? What does progression mean to people, So yeah, that's a bit of an insight on obviously like my thoughts and stuff. The other aspects of the game, so here's like, we see like my shot. So like I got 32, two of them are getting pulled on clan versus clan to help out with the point stuff. I love clan versus clan. And the reason why I love clan versus clan is because you get these rewards. And I like the fact that you get this every couple of weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. And I enjoy the fact that you get an ancient. I like the fact that you get extra keys. You get chickens or godsend. Um, really speeds up, like, progression. I like the fact that they're putting these kind of stuff in. I like the fact that you got clan members that you can talk to if you need to. I like the fact that you band together and try to defeat another clan, but at the same time, like, you get things along the way. The last class clan was personal rewards. It pushes you a little bit further. It kind of gives you direction on where to go in the game. Absolutely love that. So there's two things that I'm doing as a newbie is concentrating on 6-star champions. I don't give a crap on the artifacts just yet, because having 6 stars opens up a whole new world. The Aladdin tune, a whole new world. Yeah, my singing's crap. And then the other thing I'm concentrating on is missions. Apart from them two, I don't care how far I am in dungeons, and the reason why is because it tells you, oh, go into a dungeon and clear stage 13. Okay, I'll do that. And so I don't need to then find a comp. I just go and defeat. If I can't defeat it, then I'm looking at what champions that can help me, the one that I've got in my roster. If I can't, then I can't do it. There's nothing else I can do. I concentrate on getting more 60 champions, So yeah, so missions, champions, clan versus clan, void. So I'm going to be picking up not voids, shards. So I'm pulling these two for clan versus clan. I'll pull one of the void for clan versus clan. I'm not touching these at all, because this needs to be minimum 5 before I can pick anything up. Unless it's a times 2 event, I might just pick up one. And then the primal shards, definitely not picking until I get like a decent opportunity to pull something good. So that's shards. Challenges I'm doing as I'm going along. I hit gold in arena. Absolutely amazing. I'm kind of enjoying arena, but I do know that you need specific champions to do specific jobs. But one thing I will say about arena is gold 1 is far better than silver 4, because they're so much more helpful. Like, there's a lot more 1 champions in their defense. Well, I think in silver 4 there's a lot more complete teams that you had to actually take down. Gold 1, I like the fact that it's slightly weaker teams. I'm not challenging everyone. Like, I'll go for this one for example. I'm not challenging everyone on in arena, but I'm just doing to see how well I can actually do. This one I'm gonna get battered. It's a really good comp on this. I'm actually gonna get battered. Call me. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get battered. But I enjoy the challenge. But so where was I? Sorry, I was missions, shards, arena, clan versus clan. There's just a lot going on. There genuinely is. But 30 days in, I think it's probably one of the best games I've actually played, because it makes you think. It actually makes you think. I think the bit that scares me is I don't know what progression is, and I have good champions, but I don't have artifacts for. In order for me to get better artifacts, I need to go farm in dungeons. If I farm in dungeons, I'm missing out on leveling someone up, because it's better to go on 12-3 to farm, and then I might not get the artifacts. So I've wasted all of this energy in the dungeons, but I'm not getting the actual artifacts. I'm trying to get artifacts from the forge, but I can't progress to get the bigger ones for 5 and 6 stars. So should I just then concentrate on 4 and 5 stars until I get better champions to progress in thing? I think that's where the dilemma is, and I think I can understand why people get stuck in the game in a bit of a rut, because they're like, well, my clan boss. So I've just done the clan boss in front of you guys. So my clan boss team is 8.2. I don't know how to then get it to just 11. Is it other champions, or is it that the champions that I have, do they just need better gear, better ascensions, or leveled out a little better? God knows. I don't know. So yeah, all in all, I think it's a really good game. is addictive, time consuming, thoughtful. Um, it's one of those ones where there's a lot to do, but I think if you focus on what you want to do, i.e., 6-star champions and missions, I don't care about fusions. I think a lot of people are talking about like if you can do a fusion, do a fusion. That's correct. But I think in your early days, your ability to do a fusion is, it's like how much energy do you have and pour them into it, and then you can eventually do them, maybe. Um, I think the fusion is a great opportunity for someone like Player and Raid to actually make a lot of money, because if you think you can do it and you're halfway there and you're like, oh, I'm stuck on this, you're gonna pour more money into it. But from a free to play point of view, I think the only time I'll do a fusion, sorry, is if I'm on level 13 um, in dungeons, because I don't think there's any value in doing any of the dungeons if you can't get past level 13, because you get 4 to 6 star and ideally stage 17, but I think listening to what everyone is saying, stage 20 is where it's at. So if I'm not past stage 13 on any of my dungeons, I'm definitely not doing any fusions. But I'm enjoying where I'm at right now, and the next 30 days I want to see where this account goes, and I'm hoping that in 30 days time at least I'm getting to, at least in clan boss, I'm getting to like nightmare or brutal. So 1 king brutal, 3 king nightmare is where I want to be, but let's see what actually happens. um yeah, so I think the account's in a good spot. I don't have any kind of guide apart from missions. If you've got any tricks, tips, advice on what I'm doing with my account, what I should do, what you guys think, what would you do? Let me know. I can try and implement it within my actual my thought process. If not, I'm just going to continue with 6-star champions and missions until I think I've got a good roster, and then the challenge of how do I beat this dungeon and that dungeon, and what's the best way to do it. Anyway, peace out, guys. I'm gonna go sleep, but enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you at the next one.